Good evening. My name is Jasmine Newburn. I am here today to discuss DNA evidence in a criminal case. DNA evidence has been around for many years. DNA evidence can be tested from decades ago. With the new technology, DNA evidence has been considered extremely reliable in most criminal cases. DNA evidence can come from any type of biological evidence, such as something as small as an eyelash or even a drip of sweat. As fast as DNA is collected, it can also be destroyed in admissive in court. Sunlight, heat, or moisture are some of the things that can destroy DNA samples. Due to many updates in technology, DNA has convicted and exonerated many suspects in hundreds of criminal cases over the years. In many cases, there have been people convicted of a crime they didn't commit, such as a rape or a murder case. They are dated back many years ago. In valid cases, such as murders and rapes, cases with evidence usually collected by blood or other bodily fluids, such as hair and skin cells, can also give a positive identification in a criminal case. The history of DNA is dated back to 1984, the first case that was solved by DNA evidence, which happens to be Kirk Noble Bloodsworth. He was accused of rape and murder of a 9-year-old female back in 1984. He was sentenced to two consecutive life sentences, Bloodsworth appealed his conviction and requested for the courts to test the DNA that was collected at the crime scene with his DNA. And in those findings of them retesting that information, they ended up releasing him from prison back in 1993. However, he wasn't exonerated for all charges until 2004. Fingerprinting is one of the most popular techniques that are used of solving a case. More than 250 people have been exonerated since DNA has emerged with new technology. Me, myself, personally, I experienced this with my uncle. He was accused of a murder, and due to DNA findings, they did not find his DNA. They didn't have any evidence as showing that he was the person that committed the crime. So due to the results of the DNA tests, they ended up having to drop the charges and release him from prison.